Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, our today's lesson is again from your chapter Evolution. To explain the process of evolution, many naturalists have proposed different theories. Out of these, a renowned theory was proposed by a naturalist named as Lamarck, and the phenomena explained in this theory is called the Lamarckism. So our today's lesson is about the Lamarckism. A great French naturalist, Lamarck sought a naturalistic explanation for the diversity of modern organisms and the animals seen in the fossil records. He proposed the theory of inheritance of acquired characteristics in 1809. What he postulates in this theory, which is known as the Lamarckism, first of all, new needs. The changes in the environment factors like the light, temperature, medium, food, air, etc., or the migration lead to the origin of the new needs in the living organisms. To fulfill these new needs, living organisms have to exert special efforts like the changes in the habits of the behavior. And the second type of postulate is the use and the disuse of the organs. The new habitats involves the greater use of the certain organs to meet the new needs, and the disuse of the lesser use of the certain other organs which are of no use in the new conditions. Then the inheritance of the acquired characteristics. He believed that the favorable acquired characteristics and the inheritable are the transmitted to the offsprings, so that these are born fit to face the changed environment conditions, and the chances of their survival are increased. And the fourth point is the speciation, that the Lamarck believed that in every generation new characters are acquired and transmitted to the next generation, so that the new characters accumulate generation after generation. After a number of generations, a new species is formed, and this phenomena is called the speciation. The evidences for the Lamarckism is provided by the different examples. The first example is of the giraffe. Ancestors of the giraffes are supposed to be the deer-like quadrupedal grazing upon the grasses in Africa. Due to the disappearance of the ground vegetation and the availability of the trees, long-necked and the long four-limbed giraffe developed from the short-necked and the smart four-limbed deer-like ancestors. Another example is given by the snakes, that the ancestors of the limbless snakes were lizard-like reptiles with fully developed pentadactyl limbs. Due to the continuous disuse of the limbs and the stretching of their body to suit their creeping mode of locomotion, limbless snakes evolved. The third example is given by the horses, that the ancestors of the modern day horses used to live in the areas with the soft ground and were short-legged with more number of functional digits. These gradually took to live in the areas with the dry ground. These changes in the habitat was accompanied by the increase in the length of the legs and the decrease in the functional digits of the fast running over the hard ground. Many types of criticisms are also faced by the Lamarckism, that is given by the August Weismann. A German biologist proposed that the theory of continuity of the germplasm in 1892. This theory states that the multicellular organism is formed of two types of cells, that are the germ cells have genes for the inheritable characters to the offsprings, and the somatic cells which have genes of particular organ during the one's lifetime only. The environmental affects only somatic cells, as the link between the generations is through the germ cells, and the somatic cells are not transmitted to the next generation. So the acquired characters must be lost with the death of the organism, so these should have no role in the evolution. In the last, we will talk about the significance of the Lamarckism. It was first comprehensive theory of the biological evolution. It is nicely explains the existence of the vestigial organs in the animals due to their continuous disuse. It explains the development of the strong jaw muscles and the claws in the carnivores due to their continued extra use. It stimulated that the biologists to look for the mechanism of the organic mechanism. So this is all about the Lamarckism. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.